Hello dear students! This is our first tutorial in English. In this occasion, we are going to work a little bit on motion in one direction, and also I am going to give you a guide to work or to write the lab report. So let's go. The motion in one direction occurs when a mobile, in this case this dog, moves from one point to the other, forming a straight line. So you have the distance or the displacement. The main equation to work with this topic is this one. Velocity equals displacement over the time. Remember that displacement is the same as distance. But I know that you have already worked in physics class with this one. X, which is the displacement or the distance, equals the multiplying of velocity and the time. You already know how to measure the displacement, and you already know how to calculate the time. For our next experiment, we are going to need measure tape, a marble, graph paper, and a ruler. And you know that the next step is writing the lab report. So we are going to make some changes. The first one is for the hypothesis. You have to use the second conditional. I know that you already worked this topic in the English class. Have a look at this example. If I trained every day, I would improve my fitness. Remember that conditional sentences have two parts, the condition and the result. In the second conditional, the condition has to be written with the verb in past. Be careful. Remember that there are regular and irregular verbs, so be sure about the written form by means of using a dictionary. As for the result or consequence, you write would and the verb in the simple form. No ed, no ing. The verb as you see in the dictionary. If we translate this verb in Spanish, we say if I trained every day. Si yo entrenara, not past. Si yo entrené is not correct. Si yo entrenara todos los días, mejoraría mi condición física. Keep this in mind. On the other hand, the procedure will have a change. In previous lab reports, you used to write in active voice the person who made the action in past, and the complement. But from today or from now, you are going to write the steps in passive voice, focused on who receives the action. Yes, I know that you are familiar with this topic from English class. If we translate to Spanish, we say, mi mamá cocinó el pollo ayer. Yes, we focus on the person who made the action, in this case my mother. But passive voice is focused on who receives the action of being cooked. El pollo fue cocinado por mi mamá ayer. Please remember, the steps in the procedure have to be written in passive voice. Okay? Anyway, if you have questions, you know where I am, and I'm going to be with you during this process. So, hands off work. Remember to keep the material for the next physics session, and keep in mind to prepare some recycled paper for writing the lab report. See you next class. Bye-bye.